guys, so I got basically 5 tips to help you guys out with this new cake hunt progression type thing, and I did make a mistake from the other video that I did yesterday, which I'll talk about here in a bit. But basically these tips should help you out. If not, it is what it is, but they're fairly general knowledge. All right, by the way, some of them may be useful, some of them maybe not. As long as you learn something, that's all right. But the first thing is that if you really want to spend Robux on this game and you don't want to be free to play and become pay to win, then that's all right, because the new premium pass is actually kind of reasonable. Right, not only does it cost 800 Robux, which is 799, that's not too bad. You get all of these rewards right here, including an extra lane of rewards. All right, the extra lane of rewards gives you a ton of items like special gifts, EXP, reroll tokens, gems, gold, more gifts, and much more. And the thing that really makes this a good deal for me is at least the reroll tokens. Look, compared to the free one, that's 1 reroll token, right? That's decent, that's all right. But look at the reroll tokens for this one at the bottom for the premium pass. Look at the amount that this comes with. Look at this: 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40 reroll tokens. That's just if you do this cake hunt, which is probably gonna last quite a bit, even though it might take a while. That's 40 reroll tokens. Now compare this to the 10 reroll tokens that you'll have to buy when you want to give it to a unit. So for example, right here, buy, look at this, 999 Robux for only 10. That's literally, if you want to buy 40 straight rerolls worth of it, that's around 4,000 Robux. That is such a steal just if you play the game. So I do recommend buying the premium cake hunt pass because it's just a discount for reroll tokens, which is honestly the main deal that you guys would want since they are overpowered. Traits are one of the #1 leading factors for giving your units amazing boosts, because all these buffs right here, amazing. All these buffs right here, amazing. But even if you can just get 1 trait on it, still very good. So if you could buy the cake hunt pass, go ahead. All right, second tip. For my second tip, I recommend using infinite mode for your cake progression. So if you want to simply just cake progress, like hunting all these cakes, do infinite mode, right? Even though infinite mode is boring and you just sit there watching your units just fight, that's mainly the game, right? It's still one of the more effective ones because they come out with more unit output and they come out with more rates to actually spawn yourself with the Christmas units. So if you already don't know what the Christmas units look like, I'll put a picture up on the screen. Boom, they look like that. They have like a Christmas Santa hat, all Christmassy. They have this effect, pretty cool, and you have a chance of getting them. I don't know the rates, but it's higher chance for you to get it in infinite because, like I said, they just output more units. And also, you don't have to like leave a game when you're doing axe or legend stages for another stage. You could keep on going, and that's especially prominent when you're doing the Nomic infinite mode. Now I recommend doing the Nomic infinite mode if you're just doing strictly cake progression and gem progression as well. If you need gems, go ahead and do that. But I recommend this because if you go to cake hunt, it says right here that you collect cake from holiday enemies in any game mode. This means that you can do it infinite, stories, legend stages, and especially on the planet Namek map, which comes with weaker enemies. So if you do it on the planet Namek map, more enemies will spawn, you'll kill them pretty easily, and you just get a bunch of cake. So go ahead and progress the cake hunt by using the Namek Infinite if you're online. Now I don't recommend doing that with a macro because the Namek map has really weird spawns and can sometimes be a little annoying. So you still can't do it if you use like summons like Irwin or maybe something like that, but it can sometimes mess your macro up. And speaking of macros, my third tip is for, of course, to use macros overnight if you want to progress. And like I said, don't use Namek for this one. I've already made a video on this, like the last one. I just wanted to clear up the mistake. That one wasn't really the most effective. Namek was the most effective, but honestly, using Cape Canaveral as one of the new macro infinites is really good because not only do you get Dio's Bone, which is used for Poochie and Made in Heaven, you also get a bunch of gems, a bunch of EXP, a bunch of these new food relic type deals, the stone pendants, which you could feed to your units, and also cake. But I basically made a macro for almost every map in this game, so go check those videos out if you still need a macro. And if you already know what a macro is, it's when you use tiny task and you let the work do it for you, so you can just go to sleep and do it overnight. So what I recommend is doing Namek when you're actually playing the game, doing infinite Namek, and then once you go to sleep, put on a macro for any map. Now for the fourth tip, it's more of like a recommendation, more of like something you should do, honestly. But if you have enough money, I guess you can do it, but I can't really control you. So when you go to Cake Hunt, there is a little option to the left hand side that says skip levels. Now I don't recommend buying this. That is my tip, because not only does it cost $9.99 in Robux, but this battle pass is free. You don't need to skip up to 10. You will get a lot of cake and a lot of EXP. Actually, go from the next rank overnight. You will get 10 levels in any amount of time that you want, especially since the devs are most likely going to give you guys enough time to clear up this entire battle pass. So if you are going to buy this, just don't, right? I'd rather have you have your mind set to buying 10 times reroll tokens or reroll trait tokens than buying that 10 times skip. Unless you guys are really late to the battle pass and you just need to skip through everything, then I guess you could do it. But there is 50 of these rewards, so yeah, be careful with what you buy. And then finally, I just recommend for you guys not to stress about anything. Don't stress about the pass, all right? You get cake passively anyways. So if you're playing the game having your focus not even at trying to get cake, and you're just trying to get like legend stage disc to upgrade your new units, or maybe you're going through the axe as a newbie or a new person trying to get through the Cape Canaveral story mode, and just keep doing that, you'll get cake passively. You just get cake either way, all right? It might not be the fastest method to get cake, but still, just don't stress. Devs will give you enough time. If you keep playing this game consistently, then you'll have enough time to get all these rewards. So just keep playing the game if you want to. And that's all the tips. If you guys have more tips, definitely leave it in the comments below. But I think I've basically gone over everything about this whole battle pass type thing. Anyways, good luck gathering all these new cakes and have fun collecting rewards.